Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas. Hello, it's Mark again. Welcome to Scotch Sunday. Thanks for stopping by, giving it a view. Subscribe, like, thumbs up. And today we're going to do whiskey review. Today we're going to do Jura. This is their winter edition. This was matured in American white oak and finished in Spanish sherry casks. So Jura is an island single malt Scotch. They're an island distillery, which island distillery is a subgroup of the Highland. So technically it's a Highland, but islands tend to have usually have some peat in them. So that's a little bit different than they're more like Islay Scotches. But anyway, Jura was founded in 1810 by Archibald Campbell. It fell into disrepair, but was restored in 1884. It was again dismantled around 1900. It reopened. It did not reopen until 1963. They're currently owned by White Mackay. They've owned them since like 1993. Less than 200 people live on the island. I'm sure most of them are probably, well, I don't know how many the distillery employs, but I would imagine it's a big chunk of the population there. But and it's actually on Jura where George Orwell finished his novel 1984. And living in these days, how appropriate. So they do have a core line that is consists of Journey, which is a no-age statement, a 10, a 7-wood, an 18, and a 21. But most of what they make goes into blends. So that's really all I know about this. It is, again, since it's only 40% ABV, I imagine it's chill filtered. Don't know about color. It just is cast finished Spanish sherry casks, matured in American white oak bourbon barrels. So let me show it to you. There is the bottle. There's your color. Again, no age statement, that's probably color. There it is in the glass. So I am going to roll it. So, okay, now I will read. I've pretty much read everything that was on the. Oh, it does say, Winter Edition, a rich, warming sherry cask finish with layers of sweetness and winter spice from hand-selected casks. There's really nothing on the back. Yeah. Same thing on there. Established in 1810. It's really weird. You consider it established in 1810, but was dismantled and then restarted and then dismantled again. So was it really established then? I don't know. That's just kind of interesting. But welcome to Jura. A few miles off the west coast of Scotland, you'll find our island. Remote, sometimes wild, yet always beautiful. Home to 200 islanders. One road, one pub, one distillery. Since 1810, this unique island malt has been our greatest endeavor and reward. Its creation crafting an unspeakable bond between our island, our people, and our whiskey. Today we celebrate this connection between this land and the spirit with our unique cask additions, bringing distinct regional and seasonal flavors to our island malt. This unique winter edition explores the world of rich sherry casks matured in American white oak ex-bourbon barrels and finished in hand-selected sherry casks. This is a full-bodied and indulgent single malt with its deep mahogany coloring, inviting aromas, flavors of sweet spices, rich apple pie, and this perfect winter warmer. So a lot of people like to I hear a lot of people don't talk negatively about Jura. Definitely. Jura gets a lot of hate, let me put it that way. I've had Superstition and Prophecy before, and maybe that's all. I didn't find them horrible. They Jura is not an expensive Scotch by any means, so I didn't feel like the value was. I'm kind of fine. I was kind of fine with what I paid for that, and considering. But it does get a lot of hate online. And it usually is, I don't want to say it's bottom shelf, but it's probably because bottom shelf tends to be blends. But in most liquor stores that I've seen, it is the one up from the bottom, like the bottom shelf of single malts, and then blends is beneath it. But all right, let's see what we get. Ooh, you know what I don't get is any peat, which I'm used to getting that with. I thought Jura usually was peated. I don't get any smoke or peat at all. This is very, very baking spices, apples, like very, it's I wouldn't say sweet. It's more earthy. I get a lot of orange too. Oranges, apples, honey. I get this herbally note. Ooh, something in there. What is that? It does have really nice legs. I don't think you can see them, but yeah, a little bit. So, getting more honey. I guess a cereal note. I'm trying to find something else in there. A little bit of maybe a little bready note, kind of. So it kind of reminds me of maybe like apple crisp, but at the same time it's got the citrus note in there too. So yeah, like spiced, like a spiced apple crisp, apple pie, like a spiced apple pie. Apple crisp with a little bit of orange. All right. I can probably hear the idiots working on that house that they've been doing for the last 2 years. This is actually pretty good. I get cinnamon. I do get that kind of that cereal bready kind of note on there. It's buttery. It's creamy. It's sweet. I get some oak, but sweet oak, not like a bitter oak. Creamy, just very creamy and buttery, like, yeah. It definitely tastes hotter than 40%, so I'm imagining this is probably not very old. It's probably pretty young whiskey. Okay, really hasn't changed much. Again, like this apple crisp and spiced oranges. So that's what I'm going with nose. My nose is apple crisp and spiced oranges. So, yeah, sweet and spiced oranges. Okay. Baking spices, cinnamon, toffee, bready, cream and butter. Like, it kind of reminds me of like Italian cream cake. So, because it's got that kind of that icing, that butter icing like you get on buttercream icing. Yeah, so like buttercream icing on a cake. Yes, kind of reminds me of a cake. That's good. I don't like the 40%. So, would I buy it again? That's close. I might buy it again. No, I don't think I would. It's not horrible, don't get me wrong. Just, it doesn't fill a niche for me. It's drinkable. It's not expensive. I don't think it was expensive. I know most Jura isn't, but who knows what this cask edition was. But because I don't remember what I paid. I've had it for a few months. I feel like a 7 tells you, but then it's still 30 points below it, you know, still below. So I'll go with 7 because yeah, I will enjoy drinking this, but I don't know that I would buy it again. But I'm still going to give it a 7. All right, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.